Evening, everybody. We'll start in a couple of minutes. Oh, good stuff. Okay, if you haven't already, please make sure that your name on the screen matches you, so we know who you are when we take attendance. Welcome back.
Mark,
If you're doing the classes, then you're welcome to do 4 classes a week, as we have them every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you find that that gets a little bit much, just choose as many classes as you like. You might do 1 class a week, you might do 3 classes a week, you might do 2 or 4. Whatever works for you is good for us. Just got a couple more coming in.
Let's see.
Where is Luke? Where?
Okay, it's time we got started. Oh, look at all those lovely faces. That's fantastic. Okay. You know what?
hey Scarlett, gotta start.
And kill me. Take one. Raise your right hand and recite the tenets. Saju, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indulgent spirit. And recite the student oath.
Yep.
I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect the instructor and seniors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I shall be a champion of freedom and justice. I shall build a more peaceful world. Okay, today I want to do a little bit of fun stuff. We're going to do a little bit of 4-direction punch and 4-direction block, and then we're going to get into some crazy blocks and some crazy kicks, because I feel like it's time we just had a little bit of craziness. So we'll do some of that. To start with, let's get ourselves a little bit warmed up. So
Right. Can you hear?
and change direction. Elbows.
Here we go.
I need more help.
You're right. You can do it. Just try it. Just try it. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay, well, I'll just turn it off then.
And torso.
Skylar, you are capable of doing it. Nobody's going to tell you off. If you can make a mistake, it's all fine. If you don't want to do it, I'll just turn it off. I'm right here with you.
I need to just stand behind.
No, I don't need to stand behind
And
you.
left ankle.
You can do it. You can do it. I'm in the room
Change
with you.
direction.
Would you like me to sit in the corner chair there?
Yeah.
I'll do that, but that's all I'm doing. Okay.
Next
This
foot.
is your thing, not my thing. Your thing. Come on, stand up. From the camera. Go on. Yep. Good job.
And change direction.
Okay. Follow his instructions.
Okay, hands on knees. Down. And back. And circling your legs outwards. Oh, we've got a good range of grades today. We've got everyone right through from cubs up to green belts. That's going to be fun. Lucky I've got a crazy class in mind. Some of you green belts might want to think about doing the class for the 6 o'clock class on Tuesday and Thursday. We'll have a bit harder content. And inwards. Good, and your hips. And change direction. Good, just jog on the spot. Jog, jog, jog. And then in time with each foot, punching out. So punch, 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 punch. Every time you set, just throw a punch in time with your feet. That's good. I might have to boot my children off the internet. It's telling me my connection's unstable. Hands out to the side. Little circles with your arms. Change direction. Feet in and out. And hands up. And little bounces. Bouncing your L stance. Just forward and backward. Change your direction a little bit. Change your feet. The sideways movement as well. So when we move forward, we push forward with the back foot. When we move back, we push back with the front foot. When we go right, we push with the left foot. Push with the left foot to go right. Open, close. Open, close. Switch, keep nice and low. Good. And come on. Just tidying up. Now, we're going to whiz through four direction punch and four direction block. So we've got some new people here in the class that don't know these very well. I want you not to worry about it. Just copy along as best you can, because there are a number of people in the class here that know these really well, and we're going to go through them quite quickly. We'll spend more time on them in another class. Four direction punch. Repeat. We're going to move the right leg first. I'll mirror you. So I'll do this side. Everyone hold up your right hand. Right hand. Other right hand, I think, Jade. Okay, that's the foot we're going to move. Ready. Four direction punch, right side. Saju. And bottle. So if you don't know these, just copy as best you can and don't stress about it. Left side. Just up. Bottle. Four direction block. Right side. Ready. Stop. Bottle. I forgot to mirror you that time. Okay, left side. Stop. Bottle. Okay, grab a quick drink. Quick mouthful of water. Okay. I want to have some fun with some crazy blocks. And it's estimated, I've heard estimates, that there are 1,200 different hand techniques in Taekwondo, and no, sorry, 1,200 different kicks and 2,000 different hand techniques. So lots and lots of stuff by the time you do combinations of stances and things. So we're going to play around with some of them. So starting nice and easily, we're going to step back with one foot, then the other foot into L stance. Put our hands up forward in front of us, and then one of our hands is going to do a little circle and slap downward into the height of our solar plexus here. This is called a palm downward block. And the other hand just pulls back to my hip. So I start with both of my hands out in front of me, step back, pull one hand back, and the other one slaps down the target. Notice that I'm reaching out from my body. It's not close here like this. Okay, it's reach out a little bit. My arm's bent. So all I want you to do now is go right side and left side. 1, then return, 2, and back. 1, and back. 2, and back. 1, and back. Now this is actually a compulsory technique for green stripes. Okay, not first greens, for yellow belts with a green stripe. This is one of the techniques you've got to be able to demonstrate. So make sure you're practicing this. It's also really useful in things like free sparring. Where someone throws a kick and just knock that kick downwards. It's a really useful block. Make sure you keep your wrist straight. My wrist is nice and straight. Okay, not like this, not a bent wrist. Nice and straight. Okay, now we're going to do something with that the seniors wouldn't have done before. We're going to do the same block, but this time we'll do it with our knife hand. Knife hand downward block. Same thing, both hands in front, circle the hand, drop down into your block. Cool, awesome. Okay, now something a bit different. That was a downward block because we blocked down. Now we're going to do an upward block. This is compulsory for blue belts. So again, you're making a circle. Like you're going around a beach ball and then you're going to hit it up in the air. So circle with your hands, step back, breathe as you hit upwards. So I want you to imagine you're hitting something up in the air. Try that, left and right. Upwards. Up. Up. Keep going left and right. Tiffany, I can't see Toby. Is he imaginary today? There he is. Come on, Toby, I want to see your palm upward blocks. Left and right. Nice. Okay. Now that was an upward block with the palm. We can also do the upward block with what's called the bow rest. This is kind of cool. It first appears in a pattern when you get to 6th degree black belt. So you go upward this way and block with your wrist. Try that. Little circle and keep your wrist a little bit bent like you're picking up a jar and block with the wrist on the way up. Try that. Same motion. Make a circle and come up. Circle, other hand pulls back to the hip. These are also stopping at the height of my solar plexus. Cool. And come on. This is some funny blocks, right? That's only a couple that we've done. We did palm downward block. We did knife hand downward block. we did palm upward block, and we did bow wrist upward block. So now let's play around with one of the ones that green belts have to know. From here, imagine someone's trying to kick me in the abdomen about the height of my belt. And I'm going to bend down, scoop their leg up, and throw it away. So if I'm stepping forward with my right foot, I'm blocking with my left arm. Scoop, throw it away. Try that. One side then the other. Scoop, throw it away. Breathing is one long breath. It's a funny sine wave because I've got to go down like this and bend my back leg. Scoop it up and throw it away. So my leg lands as I throw the leg away, not when I first hit it. Green belts need lots of practice for this one. One of the other tricky things with this block is we're half facing the other direction. So usually when I do my low block, my shoulders are on a slight angle this way. With this block, my shoulders are on a slight angle the other way, opposite my legs. Try left and right. Elijah, make sure that it's your back hand that's blocking, not your front hand. Your back hand finishes the block. Okay, and it finishes just around the line of your shoulder. Don't finish out here. Don't throw it all the way over here. Stop it just outside your shoulder. Really important for green belts and blue stripes to practice this one. Green stripes should be there soon, so get an advance on it. You notice it crosses underneath. Good. That's 5 crazy blocks. Okay. Put your belt on, Alex. Alex S. Okay, now, time for some crazy kicks. Who wants to see a silly kick? Yeah, I see some hands up. All right, okay. This is a kick that's going to look a bit silly, but it actually makes a lot of sense. Watch. We all know front snap kick, right? Everyone show me a front snap kick. Everyone show me front snap kick. Go. Right. Well, this is called a back snap kick. And this is compulsory for our blue stripes. So, Toby, this is one of yours. You have to know this. Now, watch. I'm going to slow it down. Very important with this kick. Don't let your knee go forward. I'm not doing this. As you can imagine, someone's standing behind me and I'm kicking them this way, coming up maybe underneath their legs and kicking them in the owie bits. Just in there. If I let my knee come forward, the only person I kick is me. It doesn't work at all. So I've got to keep my knee back and snap up and back again. Try it. Try left and right. Stand side on so I can see you in the video. Oh, someone joining us. Okay, Skylar, we've got a fun kick we're doing here. It's called a back snap kick. Looks like this. So someone's standing nice and close behind us and we can go, boop, kick them in the owie bits. Back snap kick. Okay, some of you have got the hang of that, so I need to modify it and make it a little bit harder because we don't often do our kicks from this position, right? We don't often stand here and kick like this. So what happens if we're in L stance? We run from here. If you're going backwards, you do this. If I'm going backwards, my front leg kicks, and then I step back. That's a back snap kick. If I'm going forwards, this is going to look a bit silly. Try it. I spin around. So try some forward and backward. whatever space you've got. It's funny looking, I know. So imagine what you're doing. Imagine someone standing behind you and just popping that heel up and kicking them with your heel. It's a back snap kick. Nice. Cool, guys. All right. Okay. We're going to do another one. The one that we're going to do now is a compulsory kick for blue stripes. Now, we've all done doryotagi, right? We've done our turning kick like this. Okay, this action. We've all done front snap kick. Some of us have done this one before. It's a bit trickier. It's called a twisting kick. So I use my leg and I twist and kick outwards this way. So it snaps like a front snap kick, but I'm kicking out beside myself. If you do it well, you might feel a twinge down the outside of your leg, where there's a little nerve in your leg that just flips on the other side of a muscle, and it goes twang. So if you feel a little twang, it means you might have it right. Okay? So it comes up a little bit like a front snap kick, but then you stick your foot outwards and snap out. So everyone give that a go. You got to pull your foot out of the way so that you can kick with the ball of the foot. Come on, get that, let's see it. Now my shoulders, you'll see, turn in the opposite direction. So when I kick that way, my body faces that way. Okay. Then try the other leg. Okay, pause for a minute because we're going to show you something else that's pretty cool about this kick. The different heights of this kick go in different directions. So if my opponent's standing in front of me, it's low. Okay, a low kick is right in front of me. It's actually aiming for a little nerve cluster on the inside of the leg. If it's a middle kick, it's at 45 degrees on my angle this way. So a middle kick, a shoulder height kick, is to 45 degrees. You want another cool one? If it's a high kick, it's beside me here, like this. Try some. Low, middle, high. Go, go, go. Give it a go. Remember, you're kicking outward. Kick outward with this kick. Okay, some fun. Remember, green belts, you should be getting onto this because you need it for your blue stripe two-set sparring. Really important kick for that. Cool. Okay, so we've done back snap kick, we've done twisting kick. Okay, next crazy kick. We're going to do a kick that appears in a pattern at 3rd degree black belt. It's called a waving kick. The tricky thing about this kick, you do it from sitting stance, and imagine someone's trying to kick you in the squishy bits. You're going to try and block it without really moving your body. Okay, so from here, I have to lift one of my feet up, block this way, and then land back down on my stance before I fall over. So everyone start in your sitting stance, bring your foot up, it's called a waving kick. Try not to move your body. But also make sure you've got a good sitting stance. Not like this. This is not the kick, that's nothing. Got to be anunsagi. You can look at yourself in the camera and see whether your head moves. Try and make sure your head doesn't move. So you got to be super fast. Magnus looking good, but your head's moving. You're doing this. You got the right action, but you got to stop your head and shoulders from moving. Try and get them still. It's really tricky. It's fun. Good, Luke. Oh, my screen just froze. I was just about to look at Jacob. I'm sure he's got it. So watch yourself on your camera. Watch yourself on your camera and see that your head and shoulders don't move. Try and stop them from moving. And then try and get right up by your belt. It's great fun. Go on, Tiffany. Cool. Okay, we're going to do 2 more kicks. 2 more kicks. These are variations of the same kick. It's called a pressing kick. And we've got an outward pressing kick and an inward pressing kick. And these are designed, it's a bit nasty, it's designed to break someone's knee. The outward pressing kick's pretty easy because it looks a bit like a side kick. But unusually, very, very strangely, you don't pivot your supporting foot. So it looks like a side kick, but you just lift up and stamp on the bad guy's knee without turning that foot. So it's a side kick done at knee height without pivoting the foot. So try that. You do this one in a pattern when you get to your 1st degree black belt. It's in a pattern called Po-Un. So imagine you're stamping on someone's leg. It's a really useful kick for self-defense. If you really need it, it's a very, very useful kick. But don't do it at school because it's pretty dangerous. This is an outward pressing kick. Bakuro nula chagi. Good. Try and keep your body up. Control your hands. Keep those hands under control. Feel yourself stamping on your partner's leg. That's good. Okay. One more. The variation, this is the inward pressing kick. It looks quite different. It's a little bit like a front snap kick, but it's more like a stamp. This way. We'll do it forwards, lift up, and stamp this way. Okay, it's an inward pressing kick. Try it. Notice I'm lifting my knee up and then stamping inwards. Try that. Good, JJ. Keep those hands up, Peter Sonny. Try both legs. Good, Magnus. Cool. Nice. Keep those hands up, Magnus. Good, Mason. Okay. I am going to do one more, actually. One more really cool one. It's a type, there's 2 types of sweeping kick. We're just going to do the front sweeping kick. Okay? The sweeping kick that comes this way. Now, imagine you're reaching down and you're scooping up a handful of water or a handful of sugar. Like this. Got to be nice and close to the ground. Everyone try that. Now we're going to do that with our foot. So we're going to go in, scoop up, and then scoop back towards ourselves. We're going to get nice and close to the ground. Because when you scoop, you're scooping around here, around the back of somebody's Achilles tendon, just down by the heel. Okay? The easiest time to scoop is just as someone's putting their foot down to land on their foot. And then you sweep it. Surochagi. Try left and right. Imagine what you're doing. Imagine you're sweeping that kick. Keep your hands up. I have to bend my other leg to make this work. Good, and come on. Okay, everybody go and grab a drink. Off you go, grab a drink. Just come and sit in front of the camera for a little bit. Now, I just want to talk briefly through the books because I can give you some indication of what we're going to do in a moment. Okay, now most of you are white belts and you've got this book. Okay, as you work your way up the stripes, you'll do the pages in this book. And make sure, if you've just joined, you've got a white belt with no stripes on it, this is your homework page on the first green page, okay? So make sure you're doing your homework. Good time to do that while we're in lockdown. Now, the adults, they don't get this book when they join, they get this book. It's got a little bit more content in it and it explains a bit more about Taekwondo, lots of pictures and stuff in there. Okay, but when you get to yellow belt, you then get this book, or adults get this book. It doesn't give you as much in the way of pictures and exercises. It really just lists the techniques that you have to learn. Very importantly, in your step sparring, which is what we're about to do, it tells you what the compulsory hand and foot techniques are. And the adults one has just got a few more words in it. It actually gives you some examples of the 3-step sparring, okay? And then where it's referring to your self-defense, it just refers you to this book. This is our color belt syllabus for self-defense. It's a really good book, actually. If you haven't got this one, I highly recommend it. It's got some good theory about self-defense, as well as the starting points of all the physical responses. Just the starting points, because we don't want to do long sequences that don't make sense. And while I'm talking about books, yellow belts and above, this book here is really good. For all of your patterns, it describes every movement one by one. So you know the height, what the movement's called, all that sort of thing. And it takes you through all 24 patterns, all the way up to 6th degree black belt. So it's a handy little resource. The key one that I wanted to work on was our 3-step sparring. So we're all going to do this together. Green belts and blue belts. While we're doing our 3-step sparring alone, you can work on 2-step sparring. Blue belts can work on 1-step sparring. So white belts and yellow belts, we're going to do 3-step sparring. Seniors, you can work on your own syllabus if you know it. You are welcome to copy us. Now, juniors, many of you have done this a few times before, but not all of you have. Always from here to attack, the right leg goes back for forearm low block and walking stance. Then we're going to do 3 walking stance punches. That's why it's called 3-step, because it's got 3 attacks. Then from here, we're going to key up, and we're going to step back and block the attack we just did. So I did a middle punch, so we do a middle block. And then after the 3rd one, on the same spot, we do a counter attack with a key up. Whoop! And then we step forward to our ready position. So juniors, watch that once more if you haven't done it before in particular. Parallel ready stance. I'm just going to do it. Hop! 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 Just like that. Okay, everybody up. Let's go. 3-step sparring alone. Now, yellow belts for your grading, you do this with your partner. Some of you have got a partner the same height in your class, in your house. You might be able to do it with your partner, or you can do it by yourself. Green stripes, your techniques change. So everyone from here, parallel ready stance, ready. Make sure you've got enough space for 3 steps. If you haven't, you'll need to adjust your steps. Right leg back. Junbi. This is Junbi for 3-step sparring. Ready, moving forward and punching. 1, 2, 3. And step back to your ready position, baro. Now on the spot, I show that I'm ready with a little ready signal. Hop, go. Now my right leg goes back. 1, 2, 3. Counter attack with key up. And return, bottle. Cool. Let's do it again. Ready? Go. 3 punches, my count. 1, 2, 3. Bottle. And ready signal on the spot. And step back and block. 1. Right leg back, blocking with your left hand. 2. Set. Counter attack, go. And then step forward, baro. Okay, now, you need to be able to do 3 different techniques. That's the first one. Okay, forearm low block, 3 punches, and return. Key up, 3 inner forearm middle blocks, and thrust. Okay, white belts, if you haven't done this before, I want you just to repeat that. Yellow stripes and above, you can do the next movement. So I'm going to describe it to you. Yellow stripes and yellow belts. Your next one, I want you to do a high punch for your attack, eye level, and you're going to block with a knife hand high side block, eye level here with your fingertips. Then when you counter attack, you're going to change to a sitting stance and do a reverse knife hand front strike. Okay? So from here, 3 high punches. 1, 2, 3. And then from here, step the right leg back again. 1, knife hand high side block. 2, 3. And now I'm going to counter attack with a sitting stance. So I'm going to step my back foot forward, and strike in this way with my reverse knife hand. Okay, comes in this way. And then step back to my parallel stance. Okay, so yellow stripes and yellow belts, you do that. Go. Just keep repeating those, or those 2. Now yellow belts, green stripes. Green stripes. You do 1-way 3-step sparring counter-attacking with your feet and 2-way 3-step sparring counter-attacking with your hands. We're just going to do 1-way 3-step sparring counter-attacking with your feet tonight. The main difference is you do your attacks and your blocks in L stance to make it easier for your kicks. Your ready position is still forearm low block. Okay? So for example, we've got L stance punch, blocking with L stance in a forearm middle block, and then counter attack with a side front snap kick. That's nice and easy. So from here, still in walking stance. So green stripes, you'll go L stance, 1, 2, 3, return. And from here, L stance, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to need to adjust my distance. Step in a little bit to get my distance right. Counter attack with my front snap kick. And then return to where I was. Okay? Okay, go. Practice, practice, practice. White belts, I'll do the first one with you again. So you can copy me. Ha! 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 Okay. I'll give you 2 more minutes. And while you're doing that, I'll give you some feedback. Tavisha, just make sure you've got a nice, strong walking stance. And when you're punching, make sure your shoulders are nice and straight. Okay, don't angle your shoulders. Keep your shoulders and hips nice and straight. Punch to the middle. When you're blocking, there'll be a natural angle in your shoulders. That's okay. Let's get those stances a bit bigger. Mason, good. Chad, good. Just make the stance a little bit longer. And get a little bit more acceleration in your punch, Chad. Because you're looking good. Now just get a bit more grunt into it, a bit more power. Looking good. Maddie, remember to hide your thumb for that reverse knife hand strike. Because you're hitting with this bit. If your thumb's sticking out, you'll hit with your thumb and break it. That's bad. Hide the thumb. It's just in the counterattack, Maddie. Just in the counterattack, you're using reverse knife hand. Your block is in a forearm middle block in L stance. Sorry. No, sorry, my mistake. Yellow belt. Your block is knife hand high side block. You're using your outer knife. Cross on top, Maddie. For that block, cross on top and block outward. Cross on top of, that's it. Yes, that's the block you need. 2, 3, and then counterattack inwards. Okay, Alex, what have you got? Alex S. Show me your low block. 1, 2, 3 punches. Franz and Sabine, how are you going? Looking good. Just make those stances a bit bigger, Franz. A little bit bigger in that stance. Levi looking good. Jade looking good. Just try and straighten those shoulders up in your punch. So nice and strong and keep the shoulders straight. That's it. Elijah, you working on your 2-step? Liam and Jack, you're looking good. Nice. Lucas, good. Don't block too wide there. Just stop in line with your badge. Block and stop. Block and stop. So you still protect your body. Good. Gethin, show me what you got. Julian looking good. That's a Gethin. Luke looking good, nice and strong. Just remember, Luke, to keep your shoulders straight and punch to the middle. You got good power, just make sure you punch into the middle. Peter Sonny looking good. Ella and JJ looking good. JJ, have you had a haircut? Whoa! Show me your hair, JJ. Do a little twirl. That looks awesome, JJ. Wow, that looks fantastic. That's it, Harper and Kenzie. Harper and Kenzie, you guys can work together if you want to. You can do it with your partner because you're a similar height. Good. And come on. Good work, guys. Just grab a drink of water. If you got any questions, feel free to ask them now or type them into chat. Just remember to unmute yourself.
Mr. B,
Yes.
for the self-defense books, can we get them online in any way?
No. No, you got to get them through me. or you can buy them online and have them delivered from the supplier. I think Paul M. Taekwondo is the place you can get them from directly, but it is a physical book. Is that what you're asking? So you can't get a PDF. Is that what you're asking?
No, I was wondering if we could like order them online in the thing.
Oh yeah, you can order them online. Sorry, yes. I'm not sure. You can probably get them certainly from Paul M. Taekwondo, or you can just order them to me. Order them from me, and I can arrange it for you. It doesn't matter. I can certainly get those to you fairly quickly as well. It's not a big deal. Okay, cool. Now, we've had our little rest. We've got a little job that we've got an interesting exercise. I want everybody to get themselves a chair. Go and get a chair. Put it in the middle. Preferably one without somebody sitting on it. Yeah, there we go, Jay. Good lass. Cool. Okay, now this chair is your opponent for your free sparring. We're not going to hit the chair. That would be silly. What we're going to do is just move around it. So at the start of class, we practice forward and backward, changing feet, moving around. So now we're going to imagine that this is my opponent, and I'm going to just bounce around and move around facing my chair. Changing stance, shift your feet around, and the key thing I want you to make sure is that you're always side on to your chair. Okay, I want to be like this, side on to my chair. I don't want you facing your chair like this because your target's too big. Side onto the chair, your back hand is up nice and high, and your front hand you use to get your range. So just moving around, try and keep a nice big stance. No little stances like this. We're not walking around like this. We're not penguins. From here, nice big stance. Bounce around, change your feet. Try and circle around a little bit. Circle around your chair. That's it. So we're just working on that footwork. That's good. Try not to be side on, not like this. Sorry, not front on, not like this with our chair. Side on with the chair. Always side on. Switch your feet. Good. Good. Okay, now we're going to add something. Every so often when we're moving around our chair, we're going to go punch, punch. Very importantly, do not punch your chair. I don't want mum or dad sending me an email saying that you punched a hole in the chair. That would be bad. So moving around, punch, punch. Just imagining that's where our opponent is. Front hand, back hand, punch, punch. Move around that chair, punch, punch. It's good. Nice. Remember to breathe. Change your feet, move around. Maybe go back a little bit, then come in and punch. In and punch, and then back again. Then move around. In and punch. Get that space, move around. Keep that gap between your feet. Good stances, gap between the feet. Very nice. Good, love it. Like what I'm seeing, it's good work, guys. Okay, next thing we're going to add is our yopchagi. Very importantly, again, we're not going to kick the chair. Don't want any holes in chairs, no broken chairs. So I'm not going to do my yopchagi when I'm around the back of the chair like this. I'm only going to do my yopchagi when I've got the side of the chair. Here, yopchagi. Yopchagi, punch, punch. Moving around, yopchagi, punch, punch, switch. Yopchagi, punch, punch. Go. Moving around, side kick, punch, punch. Side kick, punch, punch. Lift and stamp. Lift and stamp over your chair. Try and get your kicks around the height of your belt. Belt height kicks. You might want to turn the chair a little bit so you're not kicking the back of the chair. Good, Alex. Move around. Light on your feet. Yellows and greens, you might be comfortable enough to do yop-chagi, tweet-chagi, punch-punch. Yop-chagi, tweet-chagi, punch-punch. Moving around. Yop-chagi, tweet-chagi. Always the space between your feet. Good, Levi. Keep that back hand up. Guard your brain. Julian, guard your brain. Keep your hand up. Hand up, guard the brain. Yop-chagi. Keep the hand up when you kick. Yop-chagi. Punch-punch. Extend your kick. Breathe. Good. Remember, always side on. No facing the chair front on. Always side on. Go in and out. Make some space. Then in for my side kick, punch, punch. In, punch, punch. And move out again. Yop-chagi. Tweet-chagi. Punch, punch, get out. Okay, so using that space. Good. And come on. Good work. You pop your chair away. Okay. This time I'm your partner. So when I come in for my punches, as soon as I come in, yop-chagi. As soon as you see me moving for punches, front leg, yop-chagi. Okay, ready. Get ready. Sparring position. As soon as I move into punch, yop-chagi. Ready. Oh, some of you are a bit slow. I would have got you. Ready. That's it. No, make sure you're stamping. Don't flick. I can cram a flick. We've got to stamp with a yop-chagi. Okay, good. Now, if I come in for a yop-chagi, you're going to do that block that we did at the start. Downward. Okay, so if you see my yop-chagi coming in, what I want you to do is just shift back and block down this way, and then go punch, punch. So when I yop-chagi, you're going to go 1, 1, 2. Okay, all the way around. 1, 1, 2. Look though, I'm not going to go straight back. I'm going to go on a slight angle. 1, 1, 2. Okay, ready. When I do my yop-chagi, 1, 1, 2. Ready. Block, punch, punch. Okay. Cool. Cool. Good. Okay. Now we've got two things. If I come into punch, you're going to go yop-chagi. If I come in with my yop-chagi, you do block, punch, punch. Okay, so watching. Well, we've got to see what I'm going to do. Block, punch, punch. Okay. Ready? Yeah, yop-chagi, good. Got to be fast. You got to kick me before I get too close. Ah, good. And come on. Good. Grab a drink. Oh. Wet. Okay. Coming, sitting down. While we're stretching, I want you all to think about what you did to help mum and dad today. What did you do to help mum and dad today? Okay, sitting down, left leg over the right leg, and twisting. You might have folded laundry. Maybe you did the dishes. Hopefully you did all your schoolwork well. Now, while we're in lockdown again, it's really hard on mum and dad as well as it's hard on you. So everyone's lives are easier if you do what mum and dad ask you to do the first time they ask, okay? That's super, super important. The first time they ask you to do something, that's when you do it. Trying to avoid the arguments and screaming at each other. That's bad. And change legs. Alondra, it's awesome to see you back training. Hopefully I'll get to see you in person soon. Hopefully your arms recovered awesomely. Oh, it was your ankle, wasn't it? I knew it was injured. I forgot what injury for a second. Tiffany, that's not stretching and training. That's not what you should be doing in Taekwondo class. Okay, both legs out to the front. Breathe in nice and tall. And stretching forward. Just hold that stretch. And now open your legs nice and wide. Nice and wide. Nina, welcome. I think you might have clicked the kids link. You want the youths and adults link. I'll be there in a couple of minutes. So I'll end this one shortly, Nina, and join the other one. Okay, so remember there's two. There's the kids one and then there's the youths and adults one. So you want to join the youths and adults link. Okay, and standing up, guys. Left leg behind. So make sure that, guys, over the next few weeks while we're at home, you're doing whatever you can to help mum and dad. Okay, the more you help mum and dad, the more free time they'll have to help you or to have fun with you, which would be even better. The most important thing during this lockdown is that we look after each other. That means you looking after mum and dad as well as each other. And change legs. And come on, turn to the left and tidy up. Thank you all very much for coming to class today. It's been great having you. Remember, we've got classes at this time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And if you train with mum and dad, we've also got Saturday at 11 o'clock. Do as many of them as you like. Don't get bored. So if you find you're doing them every day and go, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, then you're doing too much. Okay, so you might want to do 2. That'll be awesome. If you're really, really keen and you can't get enough Taekwondo, then we've got 4. And if you still want to do more, we've got our recorded classes online and a whole lot of other stuff as well. There are activities on our website too, so lots of things available for you. Thanks, guys. To we'll look forward to seeing you later in the week. Some of you tomorrow, maybe Thursday. And Kyungit, Taekwondo. Hassan, thanks, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, sir. Bye. Bye.
Okay.